Record. All right, good afternoon. Welcome to the daily Vetter Live discussion Q&A. My name is Ryan. I'm so glad to be your host today. The first 30 minutes, we're gonna cover how best to utilize the Vetter platform. So be sure to write down any questions that come up along the way, and any questions that you have, we'll actually go over during the last 30 minutes of the Q&A portion of today's call. Okay, so let me share my screen real quick so you guys can see what is going on here. All right. So whether you're a veteran in our community or you are brand spanking new, today we're going to go over how you can use the best research tool, which is obviously the Vetter platform, to find the next 2x, 5x, 10x, and beyond. However, before we jump into that, I want to share with you a few announcements because we have some exciting news, some things that have happened this last week, some things that are coming up this next week. So let's jump into that. We actually just finished a contest where scouts who are community members, they submitted projects, and the projects that did the best, they were scored and rated, and the people who submitted the projects that had the best returns, they won free tokens, free Vetter tokens, which is awesome. So some of the participants, not the top, but some participants, just want to give a shout out to Crystal X 100, Metaloride, DRM 173, Captain Kurt, and US Crypto. Congratulations for taking part and being a part of that contest. Third place overall was Max DeFi. He submitted a project. They did a 15x, a 10x, and a 5x. Okay. So congratulations, Max DeFi. We actually had a tie for second place, Mr. Solution Shay. He submitted two 15x projects and a 2x project. Congratulations. Next, the other person that tied for second place was GG1000X. He submitted a 15x, 10x, 5x, 4x, a 3x, and two 2x's. So congratulations, GG1000X. And our first place, number one, Mr. K Vetter, he submitted four 15x's, a 10x, an 8x, a 5x, and two 2x's, which is fantastic. So congratulations, K Vetter. Congratulations to all of you. All the ones that I just listed, they shared a pool of over 1 million Vetter. So congratulations to you guys for that and for your contributions to the community. Now, if you don't know, Vetter is based on the crowdsourced intelligence. Okay, so we have a part of that is AI, artificial intelligence, but the other part of that is crowdsourced intelligence, meaning as a community, we work together to sift and sort through the different projects. And as a result of that community activity and contribution, it saves a lot of time and energy for individuals, but it allows us to create an environment where like the best projects rise to the top. And that's what Vetter is all about. It's all about community and working together and receiving those benefits. So again, congratulations to you guys, and thank you for your contributions. So next up, we actually have a marketing call. It's coming up on Wednesday. It's going to be at noon Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. UTC. And we're actually going to have an AMA with the marketing agency that's taking over the lead for the Vetter marketing ramp up as we head into VPAD and just the overall marketing for Vetter itself. So this AMA is going to be held with the key members of their team, and it's going to be held in the Vetter large Telegram group. So you definitely want to check that out and be there for that. And the third announcement that I had, I just wanted to do a big shout out to everyone in the community who got into Moonforce, made some profits there. Just congratulations to you. I know the Vetter Trading Club, we were documenting the process. That was one of the first projects that we got in. We made some money, we pulled out some profits, and it's off to a fantastic start. And I know a lot of people in the community, they got a seat on the rocket ship as well for Moonforce. So congratulations. And a big shout out and congratulations to Phyllis for actually scouting and finding that project and bringing it to the community. So good job all the way around. And which actually, that's a great segue into the portion of, how best to use the better dApp. We can use Moonforce as an example, but I want to go over the platform and just show you some things on the platform and how best to use it. And right now, I just want you to think about where you are in life personally. We all are in different places in life. Some of us are full-time investors. This is all we do. Some of us have full-time jobs, and we may only have an hour a day. There may be single moms or single dads, or maybe college students, people with an abundance amount of money, and some people who, they're scraping together what they can to make it work. No matter where you are in life, whatever season of life that you're in, Better Platform is literally a resource tool to help you with your projects, with your research, and it's a time saver. Okay, that's one of the biggest benefits of what this is. I want to break that down on how that actually works. Okay, so right here, we're on the dashboard, and over here on the left, you're going to see a little calendar. So when you click that, it's going to take you to the Better calendar. Now, these are all the projects that have been submitted by scouts. Okay, and like I said a minute ago, Vetter's whole design is crowdsource information, and the way Vetter works is, you may have heard of rewards tokens, where if you buy ABC token and you hold it, maybe you get back, WBNB or BUSD or BNB just by holding the token. Well, Vetter is different. The reason and way Vetter was designed is so we can collaborate and work together. So you see all these projects have been posted on the calendar. Scouts have gone out and they've found these projects, they've posted it to the calendar, and they actually got paid to do that. Let me go over here. So on this page right here, you can see the color-coded rankings. As a yellow scout, they got paid 50 or 250 better. Red, they don't get anything. Beige is 750, green 1750, and purple 2,250 better for posting a project to the platform. So when we see all of these projects, on the 1st of February, there is 19. We go down to the 21st. Today, there's over 41 projects posted for Monday, today, the 21st. And those are people who are contributing to the platform. They're people who've gone out, they've researched, they found a project that they like, they found a project they think they might do well, they've added to the calendar, and that's what starts the process of the crowdsourced intelligence, where we're coming together, we're looking at it, we're providing our insights into this, and we're discussing it, whether it be in Discord, whether it be in the Telegram groups, and even on these projects as a Vetter gets a hold of it and they start going through their research. So I just want to share that idea that that's what this is about. Okay, so now what is the actual benefit to you as an investor? And one thing to keep in mind, this is not financial advice. We're not telling people what to invest in or how to invest. This is simply a research tool, a collaborative effort for us all to find the best projects, to stack probabilities in our favor that will most likely give us the best opportunity to 2x, 5x, 10x, or more. Okay, so if we look at the calendar here, up at the top, we're going to see network. And so whatever your investing strategy is, maybe you just like Ethereum projects, or maybe you like Cardano projects, or maybe you just like Binance projects. So right now it's showing all the networks. So it's showing Ethereum, it's showing Binance, it's showing Polkadot. But if you click right here and you click Binance, now it's only going to show Binance projects. So if that's your jam because you love the low gas fees and you're all about that, that's fantastic. Now you're only filtered in, the only projects showing up right now are on the Binance network, and it allows you to just focus on those. So we go over here, we can click Ethereum. Now it's going to show Binance and Ethereum. Okay, and we click that off, and it's going to go back, it's going to show everything. Oh, I see some people drawing on the screen. Okay, next up is event type. If you click event type, you have the option to isolate these projects based on private sales, pre-sales, fair launches, or IDOs. Okay, so let's say that we want to look to see if there's a pre-sale that we could get into coming up, this week. Okay, so we could look at this and we could say, okay, hey, there's a pre-sale available for rocket fuel. There's pre-sale available for travel coin. And so we would click on these and we would look at the information that the scout has provided. It says the pre-sale is supposed to take place on tomorrow, the 22nd. So we would actually go to the Telegram page and we would look at get more information about it. Okay. Now, if your strategy is to just jump in these projects, that's your thing, do your thing. But you can hop in the Telegram group and get a feel for the project. Ask some questions, see how they respond, check out the website, check out the socials, see if it's a project you want to invest in. But this gives you an idea of what all is available when you use a calendar like this. Okay, so let's go back to the main calendar here. And you can do the same thing for fair launches or private sales. Let's say that you want to get in a private sell. Well, private sell takes a little bit more planning. So you would want to find an upcoming private sell, get in their Telegram group, get on the website, see when it's happening, see what the requirements are to get it on and into the private sell. And that's how you could use that part of the filters up here. Again, you can search for fair launches and IDOs as well. So let's say that you got off work one night and you're coming home and you're like, hey, what can I get into tonight? And so you could click fair launches and go look at the 21st. And so for me, I could get in the Mandalorian Inu at 6 p.m. if I had the time to do that. So, you know, there's less than 3 hours. I could look at this, check out what the scout wrote, go to Telegram, do some research, and see if this is a project that I would want to get into. So the next thing is a category. And this goes back to what type of investor are you and what kind of projects are you looking for? You know, so you can sort by utility. Like, is this a project that actually has real use case, real utility, people actually going to use it, want to use it, be excited about using it? Is it a meme coin? Is it the next, you know, Floki Shiba Mutant Eno launch, or, you know, like whatever? And maybe you like those. So you could filter by, you know, meme coins and look at, I just want to do meme coins because I love the hype and I love the randomness of it. You could search via that. You could also just look at gaming. If you're into gaming and crypto gaming, you could search gaming exclusively, and those are the types of projects that would populate in the calendar here. Next would be the Launchpad. So you can search whether it's launching on DXL, PinkCell, you know, BSCPad, or other launch pads. And then this is a really, really helpful feature. Okay, and I'll explain the benefit. The benefit of this is the fact that in order for these people to be ranked purple, they've posted a significant amount of projects, but more so than that, the projects that they've posted have actually produced profitable results within the 24-hour time frame, 7-day time frame, 30-day time frame, and overall. And that's how the score is given. That's how they receive the purple rank. So when you see someone who's a purple and they posted a project, it doesn't mean that this is a grand slam, you know, it's going to work out, everything's fine. It means that over a period of time, they have consistently had a positive track record. And it means that, again, from a research perspective, if you want to be super focused with your time and put yourself in a position to look at great projects, this is one of the things you could do where you're now looking at purple only, and it just kind of, it narrows your focus and allows you to see projects that have a great track record. Now, if you were to click red and you saw a project that was red, so I'll show all of them, so we can see some red ones. So if you're to see red, that's like warning. Okay, that's if someone has red, that means that they have not done a very good job at finding quality projects. Now, it doesn't mean that all projects that they post aren't very good, because if they are red, they get to work out of that at some point, you know, and votes will come in to support that. But just a rule of thumb, if you see a red one, make sure you do your due diligence again and again and again, just because that's literally the opposite of a purple project. Okay, so that's how you can utilize the calendar to find great projects. Okay, so we can take a look at Moonforce. Let's see, Moonforce was launched over the weekend. Like I said, it was launched by Phyllis. And what I want to do is bring up Moonforce and talk about why the crowdsourced intelligence is so important, and how you can utilize this platform to find great projects. Okay, so the reason Moonforce was on a lot of people's radar was because they have a track record of previous successful projects. Okay, they've launched other projects that have done really well. They've built a community that believe in supporting them, and it was almost like they're just kind of like they're in a way, their dev team, they're called Dev Team 6. In a way, it's almost like they're like the standard of like innovation and creation, and they've built that reputation in that brand. And so someone who's new, you may not know that. And here's the value of seeing this posted to the calendar by the scout, and then reading the vettings from the two vetters, where it's going to go into details, specific details about the project and all the information that you could just take a glance at, and that would support you in doing some more research on your own to see if this is a project that you'd want to get into. But the beautiful thing about this is you're not in a position where you have to do all this research yourself. You can utilize the calendar to get these ideas, narrow your focus, and sift through all the information. So earlier when I talked about being able to collaborate and work with others, that's one piece of this. So a scout will post a project to the calendar, and then a vetter will come in and they will add all the details and the specific details. And they're going to be talking about the development team. They're going to be talking about whether they've done AMAs. They're going to be talking about the contract. They're going to be talking about all these different things that, again, it's all about stacking probabilities. And it doesn't mean that because all this process, everything that we do for the process makes the project successful, but rather we're just stacking probabilities. And the more probabilities we stack, the higher the likelihood that the project could be successful. And that's where, like I said, the collaboration comes in. So now you have one person who scouted it and brought it to the calendar, and you have another person who they shared their thoughts on it. They did a deeper dive, and they're saying, well, this is what I'm watching, this is what I'm looking for. And they'll even share red flags. This is what I'm worried about. This is what I see coming up. This is what I'm kind of hesitant about. What about this? You know, if there was a project that had really bad communication, they'd be talking about it there. You know, hey, I don't know what's going on here. What about this? Anybody, look into that. And that's also where the Telegram comes into play, where we can discuss and share ideas back and forth. So before Moonforce launched, there was a lot of talk and conversation around what Moonforce was doing. There was talk around, when's it going to launch and how's this going to work out and when's the pre-sale, and it was a community aspect of finding information and sharing information. Same thing happened in the Discord leading up to launch. They actually had some delays, like 24 hours, and there was people all over the world who were staying up late trying to make sure that that we got into launch. But the beautiful thing about it was, as a community, we're able to get this information, sift through it, sort through it, and provide everyone with little tidbits here and little tidbits there. And it was just a really cool process to see that with this project, both in Telegram and both in our Discord. People coming together and sharing information, and information is still being shared about why you should or shouldn't hold based on your own strategy, what is or isn't coming, things that people have heard on the AMAs, and that's what the whole focus of Vetter is to find great projects and communicate, collaborate, and work together to, again, stack probabilities, and which gives us the best chance possible to do well and to get that 2x, 5x, 10x, or more. So let's go ahead and look at the calendar, and let's see if we can just play around and see if we can find a project that may be worth looking into. Okay, we have about 10 more minutes until the Q&A starts. Again, so if you have any questions, make sure that you write it down, and we'll go over those in 10 minutes. So if I were to do this, I would search for purples personally, and here's the reason why. I had the opportunity, myself and Luis, we had the opportunity to audit all the projects from January. So we had the opportunity to literally go through every one of these projects, see if it was profitable or not on the 24-hour time frame, 7-day time frame, and 30-day time frame. And the results that we found were pretty amazing. In the month of January, for purple scouts, okay, so purple scouts, people who've reached a purple rank, there were 24 pre-sales that actually launched. Of those 24, 23 profited within 24 hours. So 23 out of 24, they profited within 24 hours. So let's say someone is incredibly busy, a college student or someone working full-time, single parent, they're incredibly busy, their time is valuable, they don't have time to spend hours and hours and hours to research projects. They could literally click purple, come to the charts, and statistically speaking, again, past results don't guarantee future results, but statistically speaking, just simply by utilizing this one part of the filters, you're saving yourself time and energy, focused on projects that have a likelihood of doing well. And if you'd invested in these projects in the month of January, again, 23 out of 24 were profitable within the first 24 hours, which is phenomenal. Let's go ahead and look at February and see what we have on the calendar here on potential projects that could do well. Mr. K Vetter posted this one. So let's take a look at the Telegram. Yeah, so the first thing that I see is so it's currently 3:22. The last message that came out was 3:14. So there's not like a lot of communication. If you compare our communication to this, you would see like, okay, there's not a ton of people who are chatting, at least right now. So like in the last hour, there've been maybe 10 messages, 7 messages. So that's one of the things I look at, just looking for projects that have some good communication. Communication meaning communication from the dev team, the leadership team, as in answering people's questions, but also communication from the community. Because when people are asking questions and interacting, it shows that there's interest in the community. People actually are they're in the chat, they're watching the chat, they're contributing to the chat. And leading up to a project launching, that's a really important thing to see and see that the community is actually engaged and they're excited about the upcoming project. And one of the things that I really prefer when I'm doing vettings is game launches, because I guess because of my background with video games, it seems like when I look at a game project, I can see right away whether or not the community is receptive. I like looking at the Ducky Land. Let's check this one out. I like looking at the graphics on the website. I like looking at just to see if there's confluence and continuity between what are the graphics that are coming out in their white page, what are the graphics that are on their website, what are the graphics that are in any videos that come out. And so, right away, looking at this project, it's cool to have this little duck there, the loading screen there. Now, unfortunately, it's taken a long time to load, which is not ideal for them. And then I'm hit with like those 2 pop-ups, which is kind of strange. But yeah, right away, website looks really nice. There's a clear direction with the game. They have clear branding with the ducks, and I like checking out the videos. And so I like looking at the video that's on the home screen just to see how many views. So it has 17,000 views. Okay, Ducky Land has 13.2 thousand subscribers. Now this doesn't mean anything These could be paid, but the view count, they could be running ads on YouTube, but like this number seems pretty reasonable. So in the last month, they've had 17.5 views. And with it being on the homepage, like right there, that's the second thing they see. I think these views could be real. So that tells me that like, hey, this project at least has some eyes on it. It has some attention. People are looking at it. Okay, so a new ducky is born every hour and bidding lasts for 24 hours. Okay, so I guess part of their part of how the duckies work. I guess this is if you're familiar with Axie Infinity, I guess this could be really similar to that. Each duck, it could be kind of like an NFT. You're able to fight other ducks. You're able to breed other ducks, perhaps. And then if you were to breed them, the little baby that comes between these two is going to have traits off of mama and daddy. I guess it could be the other way around, but you get what I'm saying. But so this is cool. So seeing a video here, I like seeing. So here's what I mean about continuity and confluence. So if we go to the video and we actually play it out and we see like the graphics, if they show gameplay is really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for gameplay. Okay, so they don't have gameplay in this. So this is more like a video was made specifically for their little teaser. But what I like to see is like this to me looks like they have they're further enough along in the process where they actually have some functionality behind the game. You can see that it's working. You can see that yes, it is just a picture, but what I'm getting at is these images match the design of the website. Okay, like everything is consistent. The branding is consistent. So that's one of the big things that I look at, and I don't, that may be just like really critical, but like I just feel like attention to detail when it comes to games is super important, because if the video looks one way, the website looks one way, Telegram looks like one way, Twitter looks like one way, the white paper looks away, to me it just tells me like they're still really developing, and there's also not attention to detail. Like they're not consistent. So looking at the team, there's no clickable links here, meaning I can't see if this is a team. I do like that it's the real faces, but I would rather have some sort of link to click, whether it go to their Twitter or Instagram or LinkedIn, something like that could give me some indication that they are real people. They do have a step up. I've seen other projects where they have like some kind of like cartoonish avatar with no socials, and that just seems really silly to me. And so I do like the fact that they have their pictures, but it'd definitely be better if they had some socials attached to it. Same with advisors. If they're an advisor role, they're probably pretty popular, and having their socials would be on there. Investors and partners, this part always makes me feel funny, meaning sometimes these games are really big and like some of these are real, but sometimes I've been on games and like it just keeps going and going and going, and it just feels like they're trying to overcompensate for being so small. And when I see this seems like a good amount. Yeah, so let's check out real quick. We got 2 more minutes before the Q&A. I saw a white paper right here. And so again, this is what I mean by consistency and continuity between platforms. So we have the same ducks here, the same images, the same that same feel. There's, like I said, there's other projects where they've literally taken bits and pieces throughout the production process and they haven't updated anything, and that just makes me really question what's really going on. So Telegram has 68,000 people. It doesn't look like a ton of messages are happening. I mean, this is the same activity as the last one we looked at. One of the things that I've also noticed with games, that this number, it actually doesn't mean as much. I found with game launches that sometimes there's 120,000 people in a Telegram group, but at launch they're literally sitting on 2,000, 3,000 holders, and it's like, where is everybody? So those are just a couple ideas and things that I wanted to share for today's portion of the Vetter platform discussion. So now we'll open it up to Q&A. If you have any questions about what we talked about today, or any questions in general for Vetter, feel free to raise your hand or unmute yourself, and we will answer some questions. Now, as people are rushing in line to raise their hand, I'll go ahead and talk about one more thing, or actually a couple more things. One of the things also that you'll notice in the dApp is, like I said, the top icon here, that's your homepage, basically the dashboard. The second icon is the calendar, and oh, actually, I didn't have the participant list open. I see Sherry has her hand. Let me unmute Sherry. Sherry. Yes. How are you?
Doing well. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for being here.
This is a very good session. All of them have been good, but I do have a question. You were showing Ducky just now.
Yes.
Is it customary or a norm to go to the participants, the members, and look at the members just to see if you can tell whether they're actually real people?
Yes, that is one of the things to do as well. I mean, there's different ways to tell the activity in Telegram groups. Okay, so you can search like hello, and you could see sometimes what I've noticed for projects to get numbers up, if you go to a Telegram group and you go to the bottom and like you just see like 10 hellos in a row, those aren't real people. So you can go up to the search bar right here, and it opens up the search bar, and you can type in a phrase, type hello, and then all these right here on the left here, all these are results from that. Okay, so it looks like either these are not botted, meaning they're not all saying hello. It doesn't mean that they're all real, but to take it a step further, like you said, clicking on the members right here, you could go down and start looking at people to see if there was activity, and seeing what's how active they actually are. Now I don't think that you can necessarily search like and if someone knows the answer to this, I don't think that you can actually search based on activity, like if there was like a filter, because like it says last seen recently, but I think they're not in a chronological order here. So I don't think there's a way to actually search based on activity. But does that answer your question?
Well, what would be something that would stand out to make you think that, other than the search, like for like hello?
Let's see. Another thing would be, so for me, there are 68,000 people in this group, and in the last hour, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There's like maybe, well, there's some better conversations here. There's a lot of people in this group. There's not a lot of people asking questions.
I also have a method that I use to actually find if it's botted. What you could use is, what I do is, if you notice if it's botted, the question is going to be repetitive. So if you search one of the repetitive questions, like, hey, hello, nice project, and it shows up like 100 times, then you know that it's botted.
Yeah, okay. So these are from December. Okay, so it doesn't seem like that is a question of choice for January and February, but back in December, that's when That's when that question was flavor of the month, and also that day. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 on the 17th of December. So what that's what you're saying, exactly like that. That why are these people, random people, hopping in here saying the exact same thing?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. Anybody else have any questions?
I have another one.
We'll go for it. We'll just keep answering them.
So when you pull up the calendar,
Yes.
and at the top, you'll see that it says, just choose one. Choose one of the purples.
Okay.
Okay, like this one. Let me see what, because I'm on my phone. Okay, it says it was scouted by Crypto
Yes.
Crew. All right.
Yes.
So it hasn't been vetted yet, right?
Correct.
Okay. So is that an indication that it's just been scouted, so it will be minimal information that you'll have in that one yet?
Yes. So let me, yes. So a scout only has 4 boxes to put in, and all scouts are different. Some scouts may put very minimal information in here, and some scouts, they put a lot of information in here. So it's dependent on the person. But for a scout, there's only 4 boxes to fill in: positives, red flags, comments, and notes. Now for a vetter.
Okay, hold on. Hold on.
Oh, go
Before you
ahead.
get the better, go back to, do you remember which one that was?
Yeah.
Okay. So that scout, the color, look at the, oh, I lost it. Okay, the color. Because I think I've seen some scouts where the whole circle might be more purple, or it may be all purple.
Yes.
So what does that mean for the scout? I mean, I know what purple means, but I'll see those different colors.
Yes. So the first, so you see the 3 rings around the CC.
Yes.
Okay. This beige ring, that's for scouts. That's their scout ranking.
Oh.
Okay. And I believe the purple is voter, and the lower is voter, and then the upper left is vetter.
Yes.
So this is their vetter ranking, this is their voter ranking, and this is their scout ranking. The 3 circles, or I'm sorry, 3 arcs.
Okay.
And then the bars here, do you see the 4 bars, the 4 squares?
Yes.
The first one represents successful. They have a track record that they've produced significant amount of projects. They're successful within the first 24 hours. The second bar would indicate they've produced projects successful in the first 7 days.
Okay.
The third one would indicate for a 30-day period.
Okay.
And the fourth one would be overall.
Got it.
So if you were to see a purple that has max purple, that means they have consistently posted great projects that have done well on the 24-hour time frame, the 7-day time frame, the 30-day time frame, and overall.
Okay. All right. Now you were going to show another, I think one that vetted.
Yes, I was going to show the boxes. So when you see a project that has been vetted, let's see here. Vetted projects only. So now it's going to filter in projects that have been vetted. It should anyway. Oh, it's still loading. And back to your question about how much information is there. it's all based on the preference of the scout, how much information is provided. So for example, this scout, John A100X, he has provided a lot of information for a scout. Okay, so a little bit more than maybe the previous one that we looked at. And then when you click on the vetter, so this copied over from John's scout post, and then you scroll down and there's additional boxes for the vetters to add additional information about the project. Does that answer your question? Sheree, I think, oh, there we go.
Yeah, yes, it does. I'm saying yes, it does. Didn't realize I was on mute.
Oh,
yes,
that gets us all the time, doesn't it? Sometimes we're just talking along and we're on mute. Nobody can hear us except ourselves.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Yes, that really that answered my question fully.
Okay, great. Yeah, if you have any more questions, feel free to hop in and ask, okay?
All right.
All right. Well, thanks for being here. All right. Anybody else have any questions? Okay. Again, as you guys are lining up and racing to raise your hand, I was going to go over one other thing. So like I said, the dashboard is over here, and this is all based on your current rank. And it shows you right here, it shows you what is being paid out for scouts to post, and it shows you what is being paid out for voting. And the tab below that is the calendar. Next is your profile. And the last one is Video Vault. Okay, so this is actually where we are storing and producing. We're storing our AMAs, but also producing content that can support you as a user of the platform. And so it could be something like MetaMask. You could type in MetaMask. And these are all the videos that have been created to support you with your MetaMask wallet, and whether that be MetaMask wallet via Trust or MetaMask in general, but all the different things that you would get to know to utilize MetaMask. That's the content that is here. And we're populating this on a regular basis. And like I said, we're also adding the AMAs as we complete those, and adding those to the library as well. Now, another thing I wanted to go over was when we found Moonforce, the idea of the crowdsourced intelligence. It was a project. Someone may ask, well, how do you know? How do you know that project was going to be successful, profitable? And again, we don't know. Like, we don't know now. I mean, I was part of a group that as I was on 2 calls on the day that Moonforce launched, and one group was really chill, really data driven, had great money management in place, not attached emotionally, and that was Vetter. And another group I was in was literally saying, this is going to be the biggest project of the year. You're going to make more money in the next 2 days than you have made in the last year. And the truth of the situation is, you just don't know. You don't know what's going to happen. I mean, we're stacking probabilities. We know that the Dev Team 6 has a reputation for doing great projects, but at the end of the day, you don't have any control over that. And so I just wanted to say that, just as a means of, this is the beauty behind this community, is there's such a wealth of knowledge and experience, and being able to collaborate and share ideas on why it was even a good investment to get into, or a good launch to get into, but also when to pull out and why, and if you should sell or why. And I just wanted to say that, you know, the people who plug into these calls and the people who plug into the Telegram and anywhere that you can communicate together, like the sky's the limit. The whole platform was designed for us to be collectively working together. And I know that the other people in that other group I was telling you about, where they're just hyping it up. I know a lot of people are sad right now. and I don't think some people realize how amazing this community is and how to get the most out of it. And so, you know, I acknowledge you for being here and asking questions and listening and taking notes, because like that is where the growth is really going to happen. And on that note, with anything success, with in any area, any arena, oftentimes I've found that success is not about getting it right. Okay, it's not about that grand slam. Okay, it's about a process. And Vetter has a fantastic process to filter information coming in that is literally digested and picked apart and put together again and presented on a table where, you know, click a couple buttons and you got what you're looking for. But the greatest thing here is we're not always going to win. And that's a good thing, because I found that success is not about getting it right, but it's about figuring out what doesn't work. And what I mean by that is, earlier in the week, before the Moonforce launch, we were looking at getting into another project. And, you know, we just said, hey, let's take a look at this project. We looked at the information. We talked to the scout and the vetter, and there was some mixed information or mixed opinions on, oh, should we do it, should we not? We decided we'd give it a go. We hop on Zoom to start looking at the project, and right when it's time to launch in the pre-sale, we click in the Telegram, and it's a scam link. Like it was a scam. Like, instead of pinksell.finance, it was like iPinksell.finance or whatever. And you know, people are getting scammed. Like, literally before our eyes, people are getting scammed. There was chaos in the Telegram group, and the developers weren't doing anything about it. And I'm not saying that project, the developers are actually trying to scam people. I don't know. I think I don't actually know, but I do know that they were definitely not in control of what was going on, and people were getting scammed. And the reason I say that's a good thing, not that people are getting scammed, that's not a good thing, but what's a good thing was for us to witness that, for us to see that and experience it firsthand, because now, like, that's why Vetter is what it is, the community aspect of that. You know, like, to communicate on the Zoom, to communicate in the Discord, to communicate in the Telegram, and say, hey, this is what I'm finding out about this project. You know, hey, be careful, don't do it. Like, that's huge. Like, that's absolutely huge. And so, I mean, yeah, we can go through life one way and do everything solo and on your own, and I guess, you know, maybe you'll make it. But like, when you start leveraging other people's experience and time and energy and effort, and, you know, you contribute to the community and contribute, like, that just, it just grows exponentially. You know, it's so much bigger than, it's not 1 + 1 = 2. It's 1 + 1 = like 3, 4, or 5. Like, it's exponential growth. It's exponential information. It's exponential confirmation, exponential research. And there's a lot of groups that don't have that. There's groups like I talked about on Saturday, from Saturday, that, like, they're hyping up a project like it is the thing. And, like, you know, I feel bad for them, because, like, there's people who literally closed out of their positions of other projects to go all in on Moonforce. And I'm not saying that Moonforce is done. That's not what I'm saying by any means. I'm just saying that, like, they hyped it up to where they were planning on a 20x, 40x over the weekend. And when it didn't happen, you know, there's some people who are a little sad about that, as you could imagine. But I say all that to say, the Vetter community is just absolutely fantastic to be able to collaborate and use it as it was designed to share information, leverage information. Leverage is the ability to do more with less. Leverage is the ability to do more with less. Okay, so instead of us individually getting to do all this work ourselves, we can do a little bit of work and contribute and have that leverage information from hundreds of other people who are contributing, and we all get to win together and do well together. Does anybody else have any other questions about the platform or about Ducky Metaverse? It actually looks like a pretty fun
Hey, Ryan.
pretty fun game. Yes, Phyllis?
Someone asked, and you may have covered it, but I stepped away for a minute. They wanted to know how they could favorite or like a project on the calendar.
Oh, perfect. Let's take a look. Thank you, Phyllis. Okay, let's see. I'll find Meta Ducky because I want to favorite that one. Let's see. We'll go to games. Where was that? Maybe I'll just type it in. It was Ducky. You see, yeah, not Meta Ducky. Ducky Land. Okay. So in Ducky Land, here you'll see the kind of the upper portion of your screen. There's these icons here, and one of them is a heart. Okay, and when I cursor over it, it says it is not a favorite. And when I click it, the heart lights up, and I get an update saying this project is set as a favorite. And so now when I go to my profile here, Ducky Land is right here. So now it's saved under my watch list. Okay, Ducky Land right there. So when I'm in my profile here, I can just click the project and it takes me right there. It allows me to remember that it's on my favorited list. So that's how you add and find a project that has been added to your favorite list. Yeah, anybody else have any other questions? All right, I'll go through the comments here.
There was one other thing that someone asked. They wanted to know how do they see the past projects and not the past projects, but the past YouTube daily discussions that we had.
Okay.
And not YouTube, the Vetter platform, geez. And so we actually record these daily, guys. They're done Monday through Saturday, and then we take them, we put them on YouTube, and they also make it here usually too. So just so everyone knows.
Yeah, because we upload those to the Vetter YouTube channel, correct, Phyllis?
That is correct, Ryan.
Yeah. Yeah, so
great place.
Yeah.
You can talk about that a little bit, maybe how people can subscribe and listen to everything and like everything and comment.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I think like 95% of the content that is created or recorded is uploaded to our YouTube channel. I think sometimes certain videos are uploaded to Mike's personal channel. But like I said, 95% of the stuff that we do are AMAs and things like that. The live weekly discussion, daily discussions rather. But yeah, the YouTube channel is youtube.com/C/C Vetter Platform Official. And if that's too much to look at, you can just type Vetter, and then you see the first result on my end is Robin's video, Vetter Platform get started. And then when you click that channel, you're able to view all the videos that have been done. And these videos have been, the first one was back 3 months ago, right when we were probably during the launch, the beginning of the launch. and over time, we've uploaded different videos, and K Vetter, he's uploaded some videos about posting projects and how to vote correctly, and then some other things have been, for the Vetter Trading Club and all-star discussions and AMAs for the marketing and our daily AMAs and things like that. All of that is saved right here. And so this is, I'm on a different profile. So I'm not subscribed, but to subscribe to the YouTube channel, you just click this button right here, and now you're subscribed. And anytime a video is uploaded to the Vetter YouTube channel, you'll get a notification, and you can check it out and watch it and like it and ask a question or leave a comment or anything that's that contributes. And that it's kind of silly to think that it's something so simple that here's another example of how crowdsourcing, working together, actually supports the project. All of us subscribing to the YouTube channel allows these videos to be seen. And when we engage on the video, it allows more people to see it. The more people who see Vetter, the more people who see our information, it better supports the marketing efforts via Mike, via Robin, via the agency we're going to hear about on Wednesday, and everything works together. And so this is one of the things I really like about these projects, especially Vetter, is let's say we bought a stock of Walmart, and if we wanted to impact the price of Walmart, I guess we could go buy groceries at Walmart, but that's really not going to move the needle. And the beautiful thing about subscribing to the YouTube channel, being active in Telegram and active in YouTube, and just commenting and asking questions and being here and asking questions, it actually allows more people to see it, which more exposure it gets, it creates a possibility and potential for more people to own and hold Vetter, which increases everyone's value. And so it's a cool idea that we can all do little things consistently over time that actually makes a difference in the bank account, which, like I said, we have no control over the stock market, and buying, no matter how much you buy groceries you buy at Walmart, it's hardly going to move the needle. But us as a community being active on socials and here, it has a direct impact, and it's a really cool process. Okay, I see another question here. Let me take a look. And if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask, as I'm getting caught up on the messages, okay?
Hi, this is Cherie again. Someone posted in here about they would be able to help with shill promoting. What exactly is shill? What's that mean?
So my understanding of it, and someone please correct me if I'm wrong, no one ever necessarily told me what shilling was, but what I think is just basically promoting the project. So for example, let's say I had my Twitter, and I make a tweet about Vetter, or I post a YouTube video about Vetter, or I post a Facebook post about Vetter. That is my understanding of what shilling is. Shilling / promoting. It's literally just sharing the information, inviting people to take a look at Vetter, and getting Vetter some publicity. If I totally was wrong about that, someone please come and rescue me.
Ryan, you're good.
That.
Ryan,
Okay.
you're good. Yeah, it is. I mean, that's all it is. It's just promotion. You're just going in, and if you're shilling a project, and that's why if you go into another project and you go ahead and you shill, you can get banned immediately, because nobody wants somebody coming into another project shilling another project. So it's just promotion. That's all it is. So you got it.
Perfect. Perfect. I was like, now I better stop talking in case I'm, pointing people the wrong direction. Okay.
One more thing to add to that: when you're on YouTube videos or anything on social media, let's say you're on a Vetter post on YouTube and you see people you just see people commenting about other projects. A lot of times those are just shill posts, just so you know.
Yeah, just posting their stuff on anywhere and any platform they can.
Yeah, shill is just another word for promoting.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I always thought. Like I said, I never had an official lesson on shilling. So, All right, well, we are about to wrap up. I just want to thank everybody for being here today and again, contributing. Super exciting where we're at with Better. Just like I said, the community aspect is something that never gets old for me. So make sure to tune in tomorrow, same time as today. JP is going to be leading the call tomorrow. He's going to do a fantastic job. So I'm looking forward to that. And I just want to close out with one last thing, something my mentor always told me. He always said, life can be short. So for those that you care and love, let them know that you care and love them. I appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you so much for being part of the community, and we will see you next time. Bye for now.